Good morning. I am Obaro, the convener of the Fix Nigeria campaign. And in fixing Nigeria, one item is critical to be fixed, and that is the Constitution of Nigeria. That Constitution was drafted fraudulently. It didn't go through the due process. It didn't go through a referendum. Abdul Salam, a military government, handed it over to Obasanjo in democracy. A military government cannot draft a constitution for democracy. It's absurd. That constitution is the reason we are suffering a lot of things in this country because of how it is drafted. Even in the National Assembly, they know. Take a look at this video.
Mr. President, sir, one of us quoted from this constitution and went ahead to make prescription for how to move forward. I dare to tell this nation today that this is the problem. This constitution can never give us progress. This constitution can never give us peace. This constitution can never give us unity. And unfortunately, most of us in this National Assembly, we don't have the spine to face what we need to give this republic to have peace and progress. What do I mean? This constitution has 68 items. 68 on the exclusive list. This constitution has only 12 on the concurrent list. And those 12 are written so nebulously, so fraudulently, that you know that the intention is to even undermine those concurrent lists.
A country is governed by whatever is written in the constitution. Take for instance, Nigeria is one. We have people from the north, from the south, and from the east. The constitution binds us as one country. But people from the east are clamoring for Biafra. They say they no longer want to be a part of Nigeria. Why is that so? Because before a constitution is actually drafted, all of these factions are going to come together and agree. There was no agreement. That is why they are shouting that they want to leave, because there actually was no agreement. That constitution was drafted in such a way that it gives so much power to the federal. And that is one basic problem with Nigeria. Nigeria is too big for federal to just be in charge of everything. We have resources in Nigeria. That constitution is what makes the federal will come to your states. Take for instance, we have 4 titans in Nigeria, 4 states that are the major oil producing states in Nigeria. Those states account for 92% of the crude oil, which is the 80% of government spending. Those states fund Nigeria. Now, those 4 states are Akwa Ibom, Delta State, Rivers State, and Bayelsa State. There's nothing to write home about those states. The federal government comes, it takes their resources, the crude oil and natural gas from that state, and gives them only 13% of whatever their resources is being sold for. What is 13%? Federal government takes 87% and spend it anyhow they like. If they can decide to go and spend it in a northern state that has no crude oil, nobody can question them. It is because that constitution gives them the power to do that. We have insecurity today majorly because of that constitution. I'm telling you that. Because the constitution does not permit state police. Police, army, customs, they are all under the federal government. So imagine vigilantes in states can go about and catch a bandit, and they take the bandit to the police station. The police station is under the federal government. Now, before you know, President Buhari can say, forgive them, I give them amnesty, let them go free. So it's so sad. That is how a lot of bandits have gotten amnesty because of the constitution. So you can imagine how crazy it is. If you have state police, I'm telling you, banditry will be solved to, in short, it wouldn't really exist anymore, because It's my state. I'm a police in my state. I want my state secured. They are going to do their job and secure the state. The state will have its own law. If the governor says that bandit, if I catch you, you're a bandit, it's death penalty, that is what is going to happen. They catch the bandits, they are judged in the state, and sentence is passed upon them. But now you take them to federal, and before you know it, a lot of mago, and before you know it, they're set free. It's crazy. Nothing is being done, or they are judging the case. They are spending like eternity to judge a bandit case. So these are the problems in Nigeria. That constitution needs to be addressed. A lot of things are wrong in the constitution. So we need to address those things. We don't just need to just say, and let's go and get the right president. If you get the right president, he's going to swear to uphold whatever is written in that constitution. In getting that right president, we also need to get a new constitution. A brand new constitution where everybody will come to the table and sit down and agree. And this constitution will be passed for a referendum. We, the masses, are going to say, okay, yeah, this constitution is going to work for Nigeria. That is the way to get Nigeria right. Without this, I'm telling you, we're just going to be floating. We're just going to be nowhere. We need to get the constitution right. We need to get the right leadership. So let's go for it. Thank you for listening. I'm Obaro, the convener of the Fix Nigeria campaign. Please like and share this video. God bless.